These are the five most easiest steps to plan your wedding in 2026. Are you an intending bride? You have already fixed your date for your wedding, or you are confused. I've not planned a wedding before. I've not done my wedding before. This is my first time. Of course, it's always our first time of doing wedding. Then you are at the right place. I will be guiding you step by step on how to plan your own wedding. So if you're just meeting for the first time, they call me MC Brad Legacy, celebrity MC. I'll be your go-to regarding to wedding tips. I'll be guiding you on how to plan your wedding, how things you're supposed to do as a bride, as a groom, things to do to make your wedding one in a million, how to make your wedding outstanding, how to plan your wedding and enjoy your own wedding, and how to get the best fun out of your own wedding on your wedding day. So click on the subscribe button, subscribe, like, and comment, and turn on the notification so that you see our next video. We're talking about other stuff regarding to wedding. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Today we'll be discussing about step by step on how to plan your own wedding as a bride or as a groom or even as a planner. So, sometimes this is one of the most difficult aspects of a wedding, not just the engagement, not just fixing the date. Planning the wedding is the pioneer that pioneers every other thing about your wedding. So if you cannot plan your wedding well, I will tell you to look for a planner. Because there's some qualified planners, tested and trusted, that once you just come to them, I fixed my wedding date. This is my wedding date. I want you to help me plan my wedding on this budget. Strictly, they will work on your budget. That is the work of a planner. So, in my next video, I'll be talking about the duties of a planner. Then get the planner, tell the planner, discuss with the planner. Just give the planner a kind of these you I want my wedding to be like this. I want my event to be like this. The planner now will picture it and put it into reality. That is the work of the planner. But we're not going to dive into that now. The planner will take up your budget and work according to your budget. All the vendors that will be functioning at that wedding, the planner will make sure all of them deliver according to your budget. So that is the first step. But if you want to plan your own wedding yourself, then listen up. After the engagement, next step is to fix the date. Sometimes you fix the wedding date even before the engagement. Then after fixing your wedding date, that is when the main work starts. Don't rush and start telling people, oh, no, calm down. The first thing you're supposed to do is look for a hall or the venue of the event. Say, this is the venue. But before the venue, once you fix the date, you're supposed to map out a budget. This is the budget. This is what I want to spend for this wedding. I know that we have some other invisible expenses you will do along the line. Fine. But once you map out the budget, that budget you're mapping out now will be a guide. Will serve as a guide while you are planning your wedding. That budget now will serve as a guide when you are booking some of your vendors. You understand? Okay, you want this kind of DJ or this kind of live band or the music or the entertainment, and my budget is maybe ₦1,000,000 or $500. If you already have a budget for that. So when you are now sourcing for that particular vendor, you won't exceed that budget because when you exceed it, it will affect every other vendors you're about to source and every other thing you do. So the first thing you're supposed to do as a wedding planner or a bride planning her own wedding is to map out a budget after you might have fixed the date. Map out the budget. The budget now will now serve as a guide. Once you successfully mapped out a budget, you now relax. Now proceed for the venue. You want a hall, you want an outdoor wedding, you discuss with your partner. Okay, this is the kind of want an indoor wedding or an outdoor wedding. Then you proceed up securing the date. Even if your wedding is 8 to 10 months ahead, make sure you secure the venue on time. If you don't secure, okay, let me wait and get every other person before I go for venue. Surprisingly, another person might take the venue before you even get there. There is this wedding I anchored. There's this wedding I planned. I helped one of my clients planned, and I was telling my client we need to get the venue. We need to. This is a popular event center in the heart of the city. in the states where I planned the wedding. Let's proceed and make inquiry about. He said, no, don't worry. Maybe next week, next 2 weeks. Do you know? 3 days later, due to my persuasion, do you know we called the customer service of the event center? They said the hall had been taken. They even booked the hall like 5 or 6 months ago. Just imagine that I relaxed. Maybe I'm this kind of event planners. I don't know their job. I relaxed and boom, we started sourcing other vendors. At the end of the day, you coming back to that source for the hall you want, you see that they have taken the hall. You'll be very angry and pissed off. So source the event venue first. Then after sourcing the event venue, then map out a scale of preference. This is the most important vendors I need for my wedding. I know every other vendors, we are all important. Everyone, we are important. No matter how small the vendor is, we are all important. But one, there's these people that if they are not in your wedding, your wedding will not function well. Let's move with the photography, the media team, the entertainment team, that is the band or the DJ, then the anchor, the master of the ceremony, that is the MC, then food, the caterers. Don't play with them, and the drinks. Don't play with them. Which other one? Then the dress, the clothes, the dresses you'll be wearing and your husband will be wearing. Your husband to be on your wedding day. Don't joke with them too. As the designer or the seamstress or anyone you call it, don't joke with them too. So you map out the scale of reference 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will book these people first. Then you proceed. And mind you, when you're booking maybe the compare the anchor of the event, the master of ceremony, make sure you pick the best among them. Don't just go because of the price. Because the master of ceremonies, they are actually the primary pioneers. The planner might have done a very wonderful job planning, coordinating, getting the best vendors. But you see, your guest and you as the couple, the celebrant, on your wedding day, if the master of ceremony is a whack, you will regret ever booking the person. So why am I saying this? Because some of the clients, some of the brides or planners, they always go for the low budget um, master of ceremonies. At the end of the day, it will cost the couple. They won't be happy. So after booking the master of ceremony, you book the bindia, that is the photography and videography. That team, don't joke with it. They are the one that keeps the memories. Do you know during your wedding, you might not even know what is going on. You will not know what is even happening until the wedding is over. It's like you just won a lottery visa now. We'll be very excited. Most of the procedures or processes then, you won't even be familiar with. You just be marking anywhere they say mark, you mark. Anywhere they say mark. It's later, maybe you have one issue or the other. They will not ask you to go and read the terms and conditions. Then you'll not be like, I didn't sign this, but you signed it. That is how it is on wedding day. You are excited. You are having these mixed feelings. Some bride will be a kind of nervous. Are you sure? Some of them even go as far as taking substance to make sure that. So is this media team, the photographers and the videographers, that we pack all the memories, the videos, the pictures. Then later you'll be watching. Wow. So this woman came from my wedding. Oh my God. Look at Florence, all the way from UK. You came from my wedding. You understand? So don't joke with the media team. Don't joke with them. They are quite expensive though. Don't look at the price. Don't look at the price. Look at what the person can give to you. The media team, the videographer, the photographer, and the content creators. Then that is the second one. Then you come down to the caterers. You get your caterers. To your designers, make sure you pay. You even book your designer a year before. Your designer, then entertainment. Get you good DJ. Because you might even book a perfect master of ceremony without a good DJ. You not dance well. You'll be very, very, very angry. A good DJ or live band. Then the drinks. Make sure they are being fed and they drink very well. Most important of them all, I decided to bring it down here. So if you are still watching the video to this moment, congratulations. The most important after picking your venue. You see decorators, don't joke with them. You see decorators. The decorators will give your event this blend that everybody will be talking about. You understand? You know, people will talk about your deco, people will talk about your master of ceremony, people will talk about the music department, people will talk about your dress and your makeup. So don't joke with those things. I believe in my next video, I'll be breaking it down. I think we'll stop here for now. In my next video, I'll be talking about how to source the best vendors for your wedding. Stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment, and turn on your notification bell because back to back, I'll be giving you updates regarding to wedding tips. I love you all. Don't forget, it's your favorite boy, MC Brad Legacy, Celebrity MC. See you in my next video.